back to the news at 10. More than 100 people are now homeless following the action plan of the Lagos State government to rid the state of illegal settlements. The State Building Control Agency today invaded a settlement in the Ogun State area to demolish houses allegedly built on land committed for the development of the state mass housing project.
Brick and wood give way to the sledgehammer of the Lagos State Building Control Agency as officials pull down houses and shanties on Bayo Shinowo Street in Ogun State. The early invasion forces residents to suspend their work and businesses to move their belongings as fast as possible before the demolition gets to them. It's a painful sight, and the expression from those affected says it all. The place they call home for many years is suddenly turning into dust.
We finished by ourselves, by our sweat.
Others seek divine intervention amidst the demolition. Most of the houses are built on canals with high-tension cables hanging over them, but that's not the reason for this demolition. The general manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency says it's an encroached land and they are here to ensure it is free for development.
We are here just to reclaim the committed land for a mass housing initiative of the state government. The land that we're clearing is just one that has been encroached. The land is much more bigger than this, about 7.6 hectares.
For residents, most of whom are tenants, they claim that notice of vacation was too short for them to make alternative arrangements.
I'm aware of the high tension, and I'm also aware that the government is bringing notice, but we are not expecting that by now, January.
They should at least speak to us. I am a single mother of 2.
If you look at properties that have been demolished, you see red oxide mark on it. I tell you for it's more than a year old. For you to just say that is a mark that this is not right. We came to another notice about 4 months ago, about 4 months ago. They came to my office and I explained to them that you guys have to leave.
Even those who claim to be landlords seem not to have documents to back their claims.
That is the main issue. When we buy land and we don't even know where it is on the Lagos chart.
You don't make inquiry?
I don't even know how they got the land because it's my mom's house.
Why wouldn't you go for a document to cover your property?
Is it too late to go for it now?
21 houses have been marked for demolition in the first phase of the exercise, with more to come afterward.
Well, public administration in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, may soon take a new turn as the governor, Amosun, is asking professionals in the technology sector to come up with innovative ways of improving governance through technology. Governor Amosun was speaking at the first ever tech summit in Abeokuta, the state capital.
There's a growing awareness in individuals and government the world over about the need to catch up with technological advancement in today's world.
What we see with modern day technologies.
This gathering of technology-savvy professionals at the June 12 Cultural Center in Kuto, Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, is at the instance of the state governor, Amosun.
I'll give you time to do that. Go ahead.
The panelists here are unanimous about catching the children young when it comes to technological knowledge.
What I call backward integration is not happening. So our children are not being introduced to technology when they're in primary school. They're not getting comfortable with technology. They think of it almost like mathematics is from another planet. And so it would be interesting and important for us to backward integrate with respect to how well we can catch them young and how quickly we can integrate them.
The state government is also ready to take full advantage of the creativity and innovation that technology offers with all its value chain.
It is our conviction that Ogun State hosting of this tech summit will be a gateway to a vista of tech-driven innovations and enhanced social economic benefits of our dear state. Apart from opening up a wide range of opportunities in employment generation for attaining youths on a micro level, The Tech Summit also has the potential for creating new economics along the ICT value chain.
If the recommendations from this summit are well implemented, Ogun State may just be on its way to becoming one of the technology hubs in Nigeria.
Samsung Africa, makers of premium consumer electronics, says cooperation with strategic partners is top priority in its plan for Nigeria in 2018. At a strategy meeting here in Lagos, the president of Samsung Africa, Sung Yoon, explains that the company is seeking to increase its market share as well as providing customers with high-quality products and excellent services.
Inspiring the world, shaping the future with technology and ideas for transformation is what Samsung Electronics Africa says it's bringing on board in 2018.
You understand how we communicate.
Here at a forum with strategic partners and the media, the company says cooperation is big in its plan.
The really important thing is a partnership. So partnership means Samsung and the distributors and the dealers and the media, of course. We are across all categories of product, not just electronics, across all categories, food, everything. We are number 6 most valued brand in the world. And we are number in mobile space.
It's not just about plans that align with its vision as a global company. Samsung is bringing more innovative products and seeking to increase its market share in Nigeria with the overall objective of providing customers with the highest quality products and services.
The Nigerian market is big for the premium smartphone. How we can make a great success again with the Galaxy S9, which will be launched sometime in Q1. So that's why I'm here to make all the detailed launch plan with our key strategic partners.
We bring out a product this year. Next year, you can expect that there will be a top-up, something new, something you have not thought of, but something through your feedback that our big R&D team as a global company has done on the phone or probably on a refrigerator or a TV that makes a difference and makes it unique.
When this event winds down, Samsung insists it will keep leading the market by redefining the world of television, smartphones, digital appliances and other products.
Let's take a look at some business news now. Here's Anne Waudu.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Ijoma, and welcome to Business News. OPEC and its allies, including Russia, are set to hold their first meeting for 2018 this weekend in Oman to review the strategy for curbing excess global oil supply. This comes amid warnings of a fresh surge in U.S. production following the recent rally in oil prices after member producers agreed on output cuts. In the meantime, OPEC has lowered demand forecast for its crude oil this year to 33.09 million barrels a day from 33.15 million a day, and it has raised its supply growth forecast for non-member producers by 160,000 barrels per day to 1.15 million barrels. The Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria has inaugurated a technical committee to review the suspended national codes of corporate governance. At the inauguration in Lagos, the chairman of the council, Mr. Adedotun Sulaiman, explains that the committee is to align the suspended national code with public commentaries. For the chairman of the technical committee, Mr. Mohammed Ahmed, the team will be transparent in its dealings.
While the absence of a national code provided a vacuum which industry regulators sought to fill within their respective spheres of regulatory purview, we will use the introduction of a revised national code to provide a fulcrum around which different industry or sector regulators can align their efforts to introduce, promote, and entrench high standards of corporate governance practices in their respective sectors. Today's inauguration of this technical committee therefore marks the beginning of a very collaborative and consultative process for the review and reintroduction of the much anticipated National Code of Corporate Governance.
The standard setting process has been unnecessarily long. We've been told that it was abandoned or perhaps suspended in 2016. And therefore, the need, as pointed out by the chair, for us as a committee to rapidly bring to closure this process. This, of course, will require the sacrifice and dedication of members to devote their time despite their very busy schedules. It is not going to be an easy task, but I'm optimistic that as members of this committee will do our best and meet the expectation of the Council.
The Securities and Exchange Commission has extended the period of free e-dividend registration for investors till February the 28th, 2018. The capital market regulator says that the move is to encourage more shareholders mandate their bank accounts for payments of dividends electronically. The acting director general of the SEC, Mr. Abdul Zubair, has announced an extension of the forbearance for multiple accounts till the 31st of March this year. A profit taking in the some blue chip equities pulled the all-share index back marginally, but investors' appetite for stocks remain very strong at the close of trading today. BC Adebayo has the details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Reports. The bullish run came to a halt today as Nigeria's stock market eased slightly by 0.08% at the close of today's trading as investors took advantage of the impressive bull run that has almost dominated the first 3 weeks of 2018. The market's total value slipped by 2 billion naira on the back of profit taken from the industrial goods and the oil and gas sector, but still remains within the new milestone of 16 trillion naira achieved on Wednesday. Volume of shares traded for Thursday came in at over 1.34 billion units, worth 10.72 billion naira in 11,355 transactions. Cement Company of Northern Nigeria is top on the list of 28 gainers by 10.16%. Fitton Healthcare led 30 other decliners, down 9.2%, while Transcorp remains the most actively traded stock. And that's it on the Stock Market Reports. I am BC Adebayo.
U.S. stock market has ended Thursday's session negative across board as investors assess the possibility of government shutting down at the end of the week. But it's mixed close for the rest of the world's leading markets. Let's see the numbers for today. With those figures, we end business news for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anne Nwawado. The rest of the news at 10 continues with Ijoma.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Anne. A fire outbreak has been reported at the official residence of the Imo State Deputy Governor Eze Madomere Unowere, leaving some parts of the official residence damaged. The Chief Press Secretary to the Deputy Governor, Uche Onchukwa, says the incident is suspected to have been triggered by a burning bush very close to the residence of the Deputy Governor. The fire eventually spread to the visitors' waiting hall, bringing down the entire building and some buses stationed within the premises. The Deputy Governor has ordered an investigation into the incident. About 13 robbery suspects have been arrested by a team of officers of the Zone 2 Command here in Lagos. Now, the suspects are alleged to be a gang of robbers terrorizing highways across the southwest states. Briefing journalists on the arrest, the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of the zone, Adamu Ibrahim, explains that some items belonging to victims have also been recovered.
They were tracked and traced to your state. Their arms and exhibits and stolen vehicles were recovered from them. Very soon, they will be arraigned in court. Be reviewing, evaluating, assessing, and renovating the security arrangements on ground.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Arsene Wenger confirms a deal taking Alexis Sanchez to Manchester United. That's on sports. Please stay with us.